Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode to the Road to Endgame. So we had the update of 3.12, and so it has been just basically that. Now we're another event state. It will be doing as much prestiges as I possibly can. So basically we're collecting those dragon fruits, I believe they're called. Yeah, dragon fruits. So basically the whole point at the moment is farming. I'm gonna be farming. I will be trying to level up as much. Not only trying to collect as much dragon fruits, but in the meantime dunking a lot of my relics into Books of Shadows so I can get it up while farming for the dragon fruit for the tournament, which is due tomorrow. So that's what I'll be doing in today, pretty much the rest of the day. And I will go through your questions in a momento. I'm just doing a quick update to see if there's anything I've missed while logging in. So what are you guys thinking about all these new updates and changes to the game recently? Because I was just thinking, like, some days are going to be manic, absolutely mental. So tomorrow we've got a tournament, so we'll be trying to push as much as we can in the tournament. Also, we've got a clan raid ready to start, so the clan raid will begin in an hour, so I'll be trying to do the raid attacks on that as best as I can. And also the solo raid will start as well. So you've got tournament where you're trying to push as hard as you can, solo raid where you're trying to push as hard as you can, and then clan raid which is trying to do as much damage as you can. So you've got 3 raids while trying to prestige as much as you can so you can collect the dragon fruits. Now it sounds like a lot of work, but to be honest, pushing as far as you can and prestiging will cover all of them apart from the clan raids. So just playing the game normally and pushing and collecting will sort out the dragon fruits, we'll sort out this solo raid. Now I don't know if, I'm guessing the solo raids are going to be like done separately, like a separate raid attack as compared to clan raid. So there will be three separate pushing that you got to be doing at the time. So obviously you got to quickly do solo raid. I'm guessing it'll be a timeout period before you can do another attack. Same with clan raid. I'm guessing that's how the mechanic's going to play. You can do set amount of attacks, then it'll be a timeout period, then you've got to wait till it refreshes. I don't know if it's a day thing, but we'll find out in a couple of hours. So yeah, I don't know if you guys enjoy it. Leave a comment below if you think it's a lot of work. You think, oh, actually that's made the game more complicated, or actually, yeah, bring it on. You know, I want to get as much power from everything, because the rewards you're getting for everything will help you push more. But if is it worth the headache? I don't know. Leave a comment below. So at the moment, just farming. Going through questions from the last video. By the way, thank you guys so much. You've been showing, you know, a lot of awesome questions, support, my videos and comments, and I'll be getting in Discord and online everywhere. It's been amazing. You guys are really supporting me, which is like basically just, I love you guys. Pretty much love you guys. So in the last video it was pretty good comments here. So you had, okay, here's where it's another one from Schmuckery or Smuckery. It says, hey there, Soulrise, for some reason when I joined the tournament at 8 PM the tournament ended at 4 PM next day, which means the tournament only lasted 20 hours. I heard that something about brackets and a 4-hour period. So does the game take into consideration this 4-hour disadvantage when calculating the potential, as well as a feature to take advantage of it somehow? Basically what it says, there's a 4-hour time period when you join a tournament. So when you join a tournament, it's a 24-hour time period, but you could join and you could be on the 20th hour, which means you've lost 4 hours, or if you joined at 21 hours, you've lost 3 hours, etc. So within that 4-hour time bracket, more people are added within that potential. So the algorithm's working out other players that join in within that time, but under 20 hours, that's it. That's just the set players are set for the rest of the tournament. No one else can then enter under 20 hours. So they need some time because they're pulling from people around the world, working out the potentials, joining the tournament. So that's why there's a bit of a time period, because you can't just, if they did it within an hour, there wouldn't be enough time to get enough people evenly spaced out. So that's the reason why. Now, advantage or disadvantage if you had 20 hours or 24 hours, for 2 reasons. Mainly, no one continuously plays for 24 hours continuously straight, or 20 hours continuously straight. No one does. If you do, you're pretty much going to be guaranteed first place regardless if you've got 20 hours or 24 hours. So no one plays for that length of time anyway, so it doesn't matter. As long as you push as long as you can, which most people push like for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours in a day, whatever, but they don't push 20 hours straight. So that's fine. No one does that. Secondly, it still works out your potential. So say if someone joins in on the 24th hour or someone joins in the 20th hour, they will work out that a person has the roughly the same max stage skill points, tournament pets, equipment as you. So even if they had roughly the same, if there's a couple hours difference, they will still be round about your potential. So you're not going to have someone massively bigger than you, even though they've got a 2-hour head start. It wouldn't happen. So it's still fairly even. So yeah, I hope that answered that question. Tomez commented, I have around 200 crafting shards and I only have the Noble Fencer set. What should I craft next? You should go for Ancient Warrior, hands down, Ancient Warrior. Ancient Warrior works with any build. It's Warcry, which increases everything, and it's quite strong. The fact you've got 200 shards means you can nearly get 2 pieces straight off the bat. I wouldn't bank loads of shards. If you can afford 1 piece, get it, because that item will be really powerful and help you push more. And then when you can afford the next one, just keep unlock them as you go to give you pushing the stages as you keep going. Because obviously the higher stages you get, the more relics you get. So it's just basically an endless circle of life thing. So yeah, I'll wait to tournament. Best to buy equipment items in tournament to give you that push and potential. But yeah, Ancient Warrior. This one, So Young Ginny says, hi Soulrise, what's your take on spending diamonds on legendary sets deals for the set bonus effect? I don't. The buying sets is extremely expensive. I wonder, no, I haven't got any popping up asking me I can buy some. They're normally in the thousands of diamonds, because normally the legendary sets you buy when there's like 3 or 4 equipment pieces to buy, not when there's like 1 left. The only time I wouldn't buy the those legendary bundle sets that pop up that you can use diamonds to complete, because as I said, they cost thousands of diamonds, and you can use those diamonds buying loads of pets or Titan chests like for now, which are on offer, which give you great rewards because it gives you dragon fruits and double shards. So you're best off using it to buy that than to complete the legendary sets. Now, I would only use diamonds to complete a legendary set. I would only use diamonds to complete a legendary set if there was maybe like 1 item left to get, and the boost on it would help me in some way, like maybe help me in a tournament or help me push. But if the legendary set is not really like doing much for my build, like for example, I don't know, like multiple fairy chants, it is nice, but it's not essential. So again, I wouldn't waste crafting shards or diamonds on it. I'll probably use crafting shards on my mythic sets because they're harder to get, and again diamonds on Titan chest or pets. But that's my personal opinion. It's totally up to you if you want to complete legendary sets. I mean, by completing all legendary sets, it could give you an overall boost, so it could work out better. But that's just my personal opinion on it. Here's another one from it says David. Hey, Soulrise, what's the difference between stealth gold and all gold? Wouldn't all gold also include stealth gold? No, stealth gold is offline income. So the reason I won't include it because you have to be offline to get it. So all gold is basically all gold you're actively playing, but it wouldn't include stealth gold because, well, you have to not play the game to get it, so that's why you wouldn't get it. Here's one from Wide. It says, I never push outside the tournament, but for some reason everyone else has twice the push potential that I have. For example, two or three times more pets than I have, craft and level, etc. Is it because I'm progressing too fast? I'm at 11k ms and I've been playing for 1 month, free to play player. So I've put one way to find out is when you join a tournament. Unfortunately, I haven't got a tournament to show you, but you have access to the player's profile. So when you click on it, click on the player in tournament, you can see this information here, and that pretty much can tell you what kind of player they are. So say for example, check how many tournaments they've joined. If they're much higher than yours, for example 2 times, then yes, they've been playing a long time. It's just a simple case that you've progressed high level in a short amount of time. So 11Ks in a month is really good. So if they've got 2 times the amount of tournaments, so you can see tournaments join 33 where you have say 12, then that just means they've played the game a lot longer. So obviously that's why they've got more tournament points. So even though you might be around about the same level, they're just obviously played longer than you. And also it might mean the passive skills might be a bit higher, because the more tournaments and more raids you do, your passive skills get higher. Again, that's why they might be a bit better at smashing. And the other reason is that they simply, if they haven't, they've got the same tournament points and tournament levels, but they got loads of SP or loads of pets, especially pets. That's a big indicator that they're basically whales. They've been buying Titan chests, because when you buy a Titan chest, obviously you get tons of pets, you don't get tons of skill points, tons of shards and everything. So yet your max stage doesn't increase, but that would explain the pets and the skill points and the other things. So they could simply just be buying it. They could be joining a tournament and buying like 5, 6, 7 Titan chests. Unfortunately, can't do anything about that. You know, if they're paying 30, 40, 50 quid to beat you, you know, it's money. But then again, I also say the difference between free to play and pay to play. Yeah, it's frustrating that they win a tournament, but they've had to spend real money. So who's the real winner? You know, I'd rather do it at my own pace, not spend a penny, than spend hundreds of pounds to beat a fictional pixelated character. So yeah. Underneath that question, White said, should I slow down, meaning not pushing too hard in tournament, so that I can at least catch them up regardless of tournament placing and rewards? Seems like they played longer than me. It's up to you. It's up to your preference. I mean, during tournament, I'll still push as much as I can. I'll still play as much as you can, because the more you prestige and the more you play, the more relics you're going to have, the more you can level up your artifacts, the more chances of you overtaking them. So in tournament, if you're happy, don't slow down, keep going. In playing the whole game in general, leveling up by leveling faster, that's totally up to you. If you're happy at the speed and you level up fast, that's fine. The only warning I would say is that the only problem by leveling up fast, so I've known some people to have reached stage 70 or 80k in like 2 months or 3 months, which is insanely fast. To reach like 70 or 80k within a couple of months, when other people have been playing 3 years, is really fast. The problem with that is that your passive skills will be very low level, which means once you've collected all your artifacts and you've enchanted them, your power will suddenly stop. So while you're used to leveling up thousands of stages a day, and you're suddenly slowed down to a couple hundred, maybe 100, 200 to 300 stages a day. The reason it slows down is because you can't collect anymore. You've got all the artifacts, you've got new enchantments. The only way to power up now is to complete your equipment sets and to level up your artifacts. They're the only 2 main ones. Everything else, like tournaments and get more skill points, just slowly increases every week, because you only got a certain amount of raids you can do and a certain amount of tournaments you can do. So while you've been leveling up thousands daily, you then slow down to hundreds. There's nothing to do about that. So that's the only problem with leveling up really fast, is that you will suddenly slow down, and it makes people bored or frustrated and end up quitting the game or taking breaks. So if you want to enjoy the game longer, take your time. You know, there's no rush. If you're happy with grinding and don't mind it when you slow down, keep going. It's all down to your place, the way you're happy to play. Or just say it's just just be aware that you will eventually, you literally won't go to end cap 98,000. It will slow down. It does that. Here's a good one. Road to 1k subscriber with no vids. Does anyone know how to sign up using Facebook? Because I'm new. That stopped. There used to be an old thing. You used to be able to link accounts. I think it used to be emails and Facebooks, but they phased it out. Now you just basically synchronize your account using your email. So when you go to the icon here, options, and go to accounts, you link it. This is my business account, so it doesn't matter if I show it, but you put email address and password and it will sync it, so it saves the account, backs it up, so that when you get a new phone or change devices, when you log back in, it will load up saying, old save file detected, would you like to load it or continue new? So if you load it, it loads up your saved file on that email. It used to be able to link Facebook accounts on here, on the account thing, but that's no longer. That got taken away on one of the updates. I can't remember when, a few months back probably. So yeah, you don't link Facebook accounts anymore. Ryvexa, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, buddy. How is your mana counts regen so high? My regen's about 10 and my mana count's 400. I've been buying fluffers, but it helps very slowly. My mana count is 16. It's not that high. The reason that that high. Let's have a look. Skill tree, I reckon it'd be 3 things. Now I've got nothing in mana potion, so it's not that. I reckon it's my heroes or my levels, because I say Fluffy's I've got level 76. I'm not sure what yours are, so that's high mana regen anyway. Also there's artifacts that let's level up, that levels up your mana and does reduce of mana count. Where is it? Yeah, okay, so Ambrosia does mana capacity, and Mystic Staff, I've maxed out those ones, does mana regeneration, and also you got like mana refund. So these kind of things help with the mana. And also heroes, when you start getting higher stages, your heroes give you buffs on mana, and some of them, let's have a look. We're going to find an example of this. Oh, there we go. So this is Prime's example. He says like mana regen, that's max mana regen, mana regen, mana regen. So that's why you level these up. So as you basically increase your stages and higher, this also increases your mana regen and other things as well. So it could be the fact of all those things. That's such a cool username. This guy's called Fingerling. Like, I'm sorry for laughing, but in the UK that's basically an innuendo for something else. Is this SA build worth it? Shadowcomb build, it depends on what stage you are, what equipment and what skill points. The skill build is basically known as Laserman build because you just activate all your skills and it just splashes through. It's quite good, it's quite fast. Other builds like Clanship and Heavenly Strike are known to push better, but they're more active. You have to actively tap the screen and play the game. So Shadow Clones is a very Laserman chill build, considering at the moment there's loads of like daily prestiges. You know, you've got to do it like 20 times a day. If you don't have time to play, it's good build to have just, you know, on the phone, just check every 10 minutes, sort of active chill build. But again, it all depends if you have enough skill points, enough equipment sets to actually make the build any decent. So yeah, the answer question is down to your playstyle and if you have the right stuff. So it's up to you, buddy. If you want a chill build, Shadow Clone. If you want a pusher, pick something else. If you'd like me to answer one of your comments, leave it below. I'll try and answer in the next video. Thanks very much for all those awesome ideas and questions. I really do appreciate them. If you'd like to see more in the Road to Endgame series, click on this video here. That's a list of playlists of the Endgame videos. If you want to watch another video that YouTube has recommended on this channel, you can click here. And if you want to support me and support this channel, you can subscribe on this lovely button here. Thanks very much for watching, and also hope you have a great day. See you on the next one. Bye.